What's up, the world? It's your boy Tommy Malvin. I just came in because I wanted to drop in and give you guys my opinion on the worst thing that could have happened to the Lakers, which I think I 100% believe. In this situation, I'm on Westbrook's side. If you haven't heard, Westbrook is supposed to sign with the Clippers. And I think it's just, to me, I think it's poetic justice. You know what I'm saying? Just poetic justice. It's why I love the NBA, man. It's like the NBA, the fact that players get to make these choices a lot of times means that they make a lot of choices that give good storylines because a lot of it's personal, right? And I think with this whole thing with the Clippers and Russell Westbrook, it's just kismet. It's perfect. I told you guys a week ago, the worst thing that can happen is if Russell Westbrook signs with the Clippers. The last thing you want to play against is a motivated Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is already on 210 every time he goes on the court. Then you give him a added motivation. You see how he plays against Kevin Durant every time they play in Kevin Durant's team. When Russell Westbrook has a drive and something to go along with that crazy drive he has, and you throw in extra stuff, I'm talking about the guy's on another level, and you cannot duplicate what Westbrook does, right? Westbrook helps the team in so many ways, and you just added that to a team that, in my opinion, was already kind of stacked. They were already in a good position to be dominant, and now you throw in Russell Westbrook, and I think the Clippers right now are a better team than the Lakers. Not by much. I mean, they're still very comparable. But I think defensively, D'Angelo Russell on Russell Westbrook is not a good idea. I mean, that's gonna be hell. But you cannot. What can you do? You got Russell Westbrook with two guys who can shoot, range shooters, and Kawhi and Paul George and Terrence Mann, and you got all these other just keep it going. Marcus Morris. I mean, they got the players to play around Russell Westbrook, and he can still do what he does best, which is attack the rim and distribute. And that's the one thing they was missing. You throw Russell Westbrook into that fire, I'm telling you, and you put his competitive fervor on with the lackadaisical nature of Kawhi and Paul George. Now they got a guy who's a spearhead like Russell Westbrook. That is going to be a dynamite combination. And I don't know. Like I said, I want to see LeBron win his 5th championship, and I don't blame LeBron for the Westbrook situation. I think LeBron did everything he could in his power to try to make that fit. But I think it was AD who wanted Russell Westbrook. I don't think it was LeBron. I think it was AD who wanted him. That's why AD has seemed kind of pissy since Russell Westbrook left. If anybody ever pay attention to the connection, Russell Westbrook leaving seemed to bother Anthony Davis way more than it bothered LeBron. And I think because Russell Westbrook was good for Anthony Davis. You got to realize that before LeBron came back, and it was just Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was on chart to be the MVP, playing alongside Russell Westbrook. So he understands that. Now so I don't think that it was a Anthony Davis situation. I think Anthony Davis was pissed off. I think a lot of those players were pissed off that Russell Westbrook wasn't going to be there. And I think a lot of it was because LeBron, not that LeBron has a problem with Russell. I think he loves Russell Westbrook, but I think he realized at some point that their attitudes just don't mesh, right? LeBron's intense, but he's laid back. Russ is intense all the time. And when you're sitting there and you're dealing with a situation where LeBron wants to have fun or want to play around, sometimes he wants to do, and he wants to be serious. Other times, no. Russell Westbrook has a clear decorum. basketball. He plays basketball for the love of the game. But when he plays it hard, and he leaves nothing in the tank. He just goes full throttle the entire time, and then when the game's over, he's Russell Westbrook. But I think when that whistle blows, Russell Westbrook is intense sound thousand. But I think he tries to once he gets in the locker room, I think he wants a more of a but I think LeBron's kind of all over. He's just, he's comfortable being both things at any point. When he needs to be intense, he's intense. When he needs to be laid back, he's laid back. And I don't think that always jives well with everybody. And I don't think him and Russell Westbrook were a great personality fit. I don't think that game, people saying, "Oh, that was a terrible game." I think LeBron played with Dwayne Wade. LeBron played with Kyrie Irving. LeBron is not a player who is not used to playing with somebody who has the ball all the time. That's why I never bought into that BS that LeBron and Westbrook was a terrible fit. No, that's just stupid. Westbrook has did fairly well for the Lakers. His stat line proves it. Coming off the bench and last year when he started, he had good numbers. It didn't translate to winning, not because of Russell Westbrook in the combination. Anthony Davis never played, and this year the death knell was Anthony Davis not playing. I think if Anthony Davis hadn't have gotten hurt, the Lakers would be a 2 or 3 seed right now with Russell Westbrook. So I think it's ridiculous to blame Russell Westbrook and these people coming out, "Oh, Russell Westbrook is making all these mistakes and this, that." Okay, I cannot wait. I tell you this with a straight face. I cannot wait for Russell Westbrook to play the Lakers. For all these guys who were talking all this junk and booing him and doing all the stuff they were doing and couldn't wait to get him off the team, when he drops 30 on them and with 7-8 rebounds and 9-10 assists, and they getting blown out, I want to see that same face. That same face they've been given every time you say Russell Westbrook is not the problem. Every time you say Russell Westbrook is a great player. Every time you say Russell Westbrook is a player that can work as long as he has I think Russell Westbrook can work in any offense. I think the whole myth that he can only work when he has the ball in his hand, I think is just not true. And you saw that on the Lakers last year, and you saw it when he agreed to come off as a sixth man. Russell Westbrook is a team first guy, and he showed it throughout his time with the Lakers, and I think he's going to show it again when it comes to the Clippers. I think he showed it his time at Washington, his time on the Rockets. It's just crazy to me that the narrative, all because of Russell Westbrook's cold demeanor towards the media, is always spun in a negative way. His narrative is always spun negative, and I think when you get fans that don't actually pay attention to the game but are quick to try to come in and make overlapping statements based on their limited general assumptions about things that they're ignorant about. I mean, things that they have limited information on. It blows my mind. You have limited information because you don't understand the game of basketball well enough to talk about it. So you go to these guys who are so-called experts and let them tell you. But a lot of times they don't understand basketball. So the media is 90% about narrative. They don't care about X and O's. Will this story get hits? Will people want to hear what I have to say because of the topic? So they're not pigeonholed to truth. They're just pigeonholed to what is more sensational. And they sensationalize every story. And Russell Westbrook is a freaking beacon for people who don't like the uber athletic, fast paced, shoot first guard. And when you watch Russell Westbrook, he is not a shoot first guard. Russell Westbrook is a pure point guard now. He started out as a shoot first guard, and when he was on OKC by himself, he was a shoot first guard. But when now Russell Westbrook is a point guard. And I owe that, and I think that's owed all to LeBron. I think his time with LeBron changed Russell Westbrook into a better basketball player, a more complete basketball player, meaning understanding defenses and understanding how to beat defenses. And I think that's going to work to his advantage when he gets on the Clippers. I told you, if it was possible for the Lakers, everybody, the worst thing that could happen is he was the toxic, he was the vampire in the room. We'll see what the vampire in the room does when he's on somebody else's team, who appreciates what he brings to the table. And in LeBron's defense, I don't think LeBron was adamant about getting rid of Russell Westbrook. I think that Russell Westbrook's salary and his his salary and the way that they needed him as a piece was just he couldn't. That's the only trading bait they had. Russell Westbrook's salary coming off people's books. That's the only thing they had. So I don't think LeBron necessarily hated playing with Russell Westbrook. I don't know that he loved it, but I definitely don't think he hated it. I think him and Russell Westbrook had good chemistry, and people who say that they didn't most of the time don't understand how the basketball game works. They think because LeBron doesn't shoot the three. Well, LeBron was a lot of times the one assisting Russell Westbrook because him and Russell Westbrook worked well, and Russell Westbrook was generally the one when they were in together assisting LeBron. But it is very important in those times when you need a point guard, when you need somebody to run the team, and you have a high-profile point guard like a Russell Westbrook who is uber competitive. Yes, he's going to have times, but he's like, okay, I made some mistakes in the crunch time, but I also have made plays in the crunch time. So I'm not the type of person that feels so comfortable just deferring to other people when I know I have the ability to get it done myself. And I think sometimes Russell Westbrook did sometimes attack and get caught in the air. He has his flaws. Nobody ever said he's perfect. But to sit up here and try to just erase every good thing he did because he does bad things, I think is stupid. And when he goes out there and torches the Lakers when he's playing for the Clippers, that's one game I know I would not be rooting for the Lakers. Well, I probably will still be rooting for the Lakers because I want LeBron to win so he can shut Michael Jordan fans up. But I will still not be mad if Russell Westbrook goes off and they win and the Clippers win, because to me it just the way that Lakers fans and a lot of LeBron fans attack Russell Westbrook, I thought wasn't fair. I thought they basically tried to blame him for every single thing that went wrong. When a lot of it had nothing to do with him. He had nothing to do with people getting injured around him and having no steady rotations and all this other. Russell Westbrook had nothing to do with that. And sit there and have this man on turnover watch 24/7, I think it's crazy. But anyways, please comment. That's all I want to say about that topic. Please comment. Let me know what y'all think. Thumbs it up if you like it. All right, y'all. Peace.